Let's take a look at the 4 Scapini decks that I have. So I have the medieval Scapini, I have the Romeo and Juliet or the Shakespeare, the Tarot de Bacchus, and the Kabbalistic Visions. So I have these 4. So I just want to look at the major arcana and just see what I think he's really interesting. He does really interesting things with his artwork. So here we have the Fool, we have a lion sort of biting him, we have the crocodile, the knapsack, feathers. Here we have someone blowing air. Here we have sort of a dog, boar's eye maybe. Knapsack is sort of catching air, it's more like a windsock. And this is the, maybe it's Ariel from Shakespeare, because they're all Shakespeare characters. Here for the Fool and Bacchus we have this guy with a snake, and he's kind of, it's a different type of artwork from his other ones. Sort of almost like pencil drawing, a guy who's yelling at the sky. And then we have the Kabbalistic Visions, more cartoony. Here we have the alligator biting the leg. We have some symbols over here, lots of Hebrew, colorful, motley. We have a crook. Yeah. So let's put these back there. Now let's look at, here's the Magician, which is, I love this one. It's very Visconti-Sforza for the medieval one, and that was what inspired him. Flower, tools of the trade, the hat that almost looks like infinity, sort of the table with 3 legs, cutting you off. Here we have the Bard, Shakespeare himself with the Globe Theatre, dressed, he's got the hat. He also has the players or the actors on strings. Here we have Apollo, and this is the, let's see, we have a child, urn, Caduceus, the winged hat, and the feet. And here we have the Magician. We have curled toes, we have an eye, motley colors, infinity, sun, and the table is this crazy prism thing. It's more, what's the word? I want to say it's more psychedelic. There we go. He's also pointing down and pointing here. La Papessa, the Popess. I think this one's beautiful. It's just the Kabbalah, Tree of Life, there. Barefoot. I mean, the medieval Scapini is one of my favorite decks because of the details. Beautiful flowers. Blue, red on either side, almost like pillars. Papessa, we have Queen. Not sure which queen. She holds keys. She has the 2 pillars. There's snakes under her throne. Sort of a canopy. Here we have bare breasts. We have the pomegranate. We have the cornucopia. We have, looks like a basket of mushrooms, truffles, potatoes, something like that. Wheat, queen of the harvest. We have a brazier with incense, it looks like. Here we have a Venus of Willendorf feeding children. Camel with 2 pillars, the blue and the red. The Empress, the Minerva. Here we see the foot on the moon, the shield, the scepter, and a winged throne. Here we see, I think this is Queen Elizabeth. We see the shield, we see lilies, we see the moon, bare feet. Here we see, it looks like, I believe this is, it looks like a female Zeus, Juno. The stork, the baby with the scepter rattle, lightning, the eagle. Lightning and eagles are associated with Zeus. But here we have Juno. Empress, here we have flying fish. The eagle. It's a bit different. Now we go to the Emperor, the father. Or I like that for me he seems to be like a warrior father. He has this crazy here. It's on his sort of hat thing, the eagle crest. Here again we have I think this is maybe King Henry. We have gears down here. We have the boar's eye. We have, there's the crown with the bird, and he has the round globe with the crucifix on it. Here we have Zeus or Jupiter, the eagle, the child coming out of the thigh, thunderbolts. We also have Italy and Greece geographically there. The emperor, here we have a Egyptian statue, the pyramids, the dripping. So you see this, the Kabbalistic deck is completely different. Here we have the Pope. His face is sort of old, and he's got the papal crown, the gloves, the cross. Here are the praying monks there, the pillars. Here we have lots of people praying for this one. So these are characters from Shakespeare. We have Cleopatra, we have Hamlet with the skull, we have, I believe that's Iago or Othello, the Moor, in the middle. The different symbols on the planets there. Bacchus. We have looks like a Hercules figure. There's a vulture, scepter, two women, the head. There's a bird on his shoulder, like a woodpecker. Between his legs there's a pig, a horse, a lion. There's a lot going on there. And the Pope. Here we have naked people on rafts going in opposite directions under a bridge. Oh, the lovers. I love that sort of gold effect on the medieval Scapini. Blind, it looks like a centaur. Cupid. Here we have, this is, I believe, Romeo and Juliet, the two houses, the Capulets and the Montagues, and the priest who marries them in secret. We have a woman with other women. We have little baby Pan, or there's Pan, there's little baby Dionysus or Bacchus. We have a rabbit, women dancing. It is warm outside. I have the windows open and there's a fly buzzing around. Apollo and Minerva, the lovers. Here we have the charioteer, I believe, with the missing arms. Which does mimic that one a bit. We have the chariot. I love this chariot. The horses are, this one looks normal, this one looks crazed. We have the canopy of stars, epaulets. Here we have under, there's a scene underneath of the town. Chariot. Black, white horse in different positions. I believe this is supposed to be Julius Caesar, maybe. Here we have, I believe this is Bacchus or Dionysus himself, being pulled by two leopards. Chariot. We have an ass man, donkey man, unicorn. Injustice. Just easier. Almost looks like she has a lance. I believe this is from King Lear, the Three Sisters. Not certain, but I believe it is. We have here Crab, Libra, Silly Moon, cartoony. I think the reason why I love the medieval Scapini is because the artwork is not cartoony. We have Magician Man, psychedelic clothing, scales. I mean, these are three very different decks, but, you know, the same artist, which is amazing. The Hermit. Here we have sea of water, we see ships, we see the snakes around the staff. Here we see a snake gathering herbs. I love the background. It looks the artwork in the Shakespeare Tarot is so nice, and the back, it's nice too. The here we have Bacchus himself, and there's the ass. He's usually depicted, you know, riding an ass or donkey. Here we have sort of a devil figure, Pan, maybe. There's a little baby. He's getting drunk, fat and happy. The Hermit, here we have organs. Candle, a rose. There's the back of the medieval Scapini. And that beautiful, this one is a beautiful card with the gold. The wheel, here we have the zodiac. Person falling, drowning. Person happy, It looks like the wheel's going this way. Up and down. Here's the back of this one, which is a sort of a mosaic of Bacchus. Wheel of Fortune. This looks very Minoan. Cutting the throat of a beast. Here's the back of the Kabbalistic Visions. Lots of people, lots of different people connected by threads. Force. Here we have a person in the background. I love the depiction here. A little gold on the dress. This one, the lion is completely off the ground, being wrestled with. It's a really good depiction of strength. This one's kind of creepy, cartoony. It looks like Bambi there. Some demon woman. A child. Huh. Here's Force. Baby's coming out of the mirror. Frozen goat. The Hanged Man. He has money, gold and silver. Gold, silver falling out of his pockets. We have grapes. We have a slaughtered animal. There's a lot going on here. We have Hamlet with Ophelia. Hangman. Here we have a Greek ship. You can tell by the eye on the front of the ship with the dolphins. Hanged upside down. L'implicato, which I believe the word implicate comes from implicato. The Hanged Man. We have a whale, city, rainbow sprinkles. Rainbow sprinkles. La Mort, death. This is the one where it's the throwing up the sign with the devil's horns right there. We were like, oh, that's such a cool deck. I think the faces are rendered very well. There's a bird, a crow maybe. I love the background of that. It's very cool. Similar. Oh, this is Romeo and Juliet dead. 2 skeletons, and there's no title of death on the card. La Mort. A lot going on here. Person is bound. We have bats. Severed limbs. Death. Again, so very different than the other ones. Temperance. This one has the face almost reminds me of Da Vinci. We have the moon pouring into a lion, and also John the Baptist here with the the dove. I don't know that many Shakespeare plays, but this reminds me of King Lear. King Lear, Othello, Romeo and Juliet, Julius Caesar, the Cleopatra one, Romeo and Juliet. Yeah, there's not too many. I mean, I've seen some like Tempest, Midsummer Night's Dream, but the characters elude me. Face, smiling. They got the eagle, little babies, little children pouring milk instead of wine. We have a beast, a red dragon. Scales of symbols. We have the devil. I like this card. It's the hermaphroditic devil people. It's like a disco floor. They're dancing. Keep yawning. Devil. It's a King of Swords. There's a grave. They're dancing in fire. Performing. A Diavolo. We have Greek masks. We have the black goat. We have looks like a dagger and a loaf. They're going to make an offering. Maybe the goat is the offering. And here we have the devil here. We have, looks like pain and passion. Transcending. And there's cactuses swirling. Ah, the falling tower, the tower. So here it's the falling tower. We have some more people here. Person falling, person in the process of falling. And we have those little X's and O's. And look, there's even an alien there, which it's probably referring to the German incident, I believe in the 1500s, where there was the people said there was an alien battle in the sky. I mean, because the way it was depicted in the flyer, the sort of newspaper they had was like X's and circles and things like that. There's another tower. This is a Shakespeare one. I love this one. They even have little umbrellas because it's like, and we have this sort of zigzag plasma lightning. So that was the falling tower, the falling tower. Here, this is just the tower. And here we have the falling tower again, which almost looks like it could be a magician card. Almost. We go to the star. Here's the star. I love the look on her face, like, what are you doing? I love the different eclipse, different stars. Here again we have aliens, the spaceship. We have the one that supposedly, these are old pictures of aliens from like older like engravings. And this one's from medieval painting. It looks like a comet, but it's like looks like a spaceship. Here we have a little paper boat. You can see he likes to have fun with a lot of his artwork, putting in extra stuff that just makes you think. Here we do have a bird. the naked woman. Here's a little bird. Here it is. Star there. The star. This deck is silver edged and put out by Red Feather in the US. Which is kind of surprising that they put it out. In their I don't know how they got a hold of the Italian, Luigi Scapini. Here we have this amazing crab. I love this crab, chunky, we have Anubis, we have a wolf, we have a vizier, a magician guy, we have a telescope. Romeo and Juliet, that's when he hears I believe the nightingale or a dove, but I believe this is when he's visiting him the first time, when they're visiting the first time, when he climbs up her balcony. We have a sort of a pieta. I'm not sure what this is referring to. We have a bull, white bull. The crabs there. Pink bloody moon. A tiger. Look how cartoony that looks. Only got 3 more cards to go. The sun, horse, the egg, the wall, 2 children, the sun, the solo. We'll say this Romeo and Juliet. Here we have 2 men, the sun. We have like Apollo and someone who's green stepping on a snake. We have the snake and the crow. Little ding-dings there. Little ding-dings. Here we have the sun here. So the sun is a masculine card, where of course the moon is a feminine card. Judgment, the angel Michael trumpeting, people popping out of their graves, Justice Guidizio. Here we have Romeo and Juliet, Ophelia, and Hamlet, and there's looks like a hare and a lion there. Very Byzantine-looking figure. Judgment there. The king. They're drinking in merriment at his death. Here we have sort of a woman with a man, or a Vitruvian-looking man. And then the last card we have is Judgment, or the World. I love this one. It's so pretty. We have the 4 creatures that represent the 4 Gospels, I believe. I always get it. It's one's like the symbol of John the Baptist, and the other's like Luke, and then Mark, and then who's the other guy? I forget. The World. I like this one. It's loose. It looks like it belongs on the wall of an Italian restaurant. And there's Italy right there, right in the middle. With Bacchus, and then the symbol of Italy, the woman, most like France with the bare breasts, like victory. And then the world here, sort of a cosmic thing going on. That's it. So that was comparing the medieval Scapini, which one of my favorite decks, the Romeo and Juliet or the Shakespeare Tarot. It's known by both. The Bacchus or Tarot de Bacco, and the Kabbalistic Visions, which he actually worked with someone else on that one. Sometimes Luigi Scapini works with his wife. He's done a few oracle decks, and he did the stained glass tarot, which I hope to get at some point. You can still find it. It's just getting harder and harder to find, but places still have it. Same thing with Tarot de Bacchus, which is published by Del Negro. The Romeo and Juliet Tarot is also published by Del Negro. And then U.S. Game Systems publishes the Medieval Scapini, and Red Feather, Schiffer Publishing publishes the Kabbalistic Visions in like a set, which comes with a book. The Tarot de Bacco, Tarocchi de Bacco, actually comes with, mine came with a note from Giordano Berti, and it's in, the booklet is in English and Italian. Bacchus Tarot, Tarocchi de Bacco. And the Shakespeare Tarot comes with a fat book. And this one, Romeo and Juliet Tarot, Tarocchi de Juliet de Romeo. Oh, and it does tell you who they are. Like the Empress is Elizabeth Tudor. The Emperor is Julius Caesar. Oh, it'd be nice if it was in English. Here we go. Magician is William Shakespeare. Lear's Fool. So King Lear, the Lovers, Romeo and Juliet, the Chariot, Coriolanus, which I didn't know, Justice, Wheel of Fortune, Cordelia. So it does tell you who they are. So that's good. It's good to know. Anyway, that's it. 4 Scapini decks, majors compared. I just wanted to see them myself, so I thought I'd record it. Anyway, thank you for watching.